guys up front lined up. It's first down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Getting set. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Weinke and Jameis Winston.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Back to throw again. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Chris, you have all week to kind of find the matchups that you want. They clearly wanted to go after this defensive back. They looked at it, first drive of the game. They make the throw. It's just a poor decision, in my opinion, by this quarterback, and it cost him.
Receivers are bunched together. And here's the handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now.
Boy, huge play here for Texas A&M. A nice throw, but even a better catch by this wide receiver. Man, they've had some great ones over the years at College Station. Guys like Mike Evans and Anais Smith most recently. Going back to Christian Kirk. Guys with some size and speed.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the runner takes off to his right. Can he reach the end zone? And he runs it out just short of the end zone there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. You saw that exactly on this score right here.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid.
And is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Past the 10. Touchdown, A&M. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Looking right, this one caught. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And he'll set up to throw. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Play action fake, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The Noles looking to keep this drive rolling.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. So he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quick completion to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
They'll try the left side with a toss. It tests the middle but gets stuffed. That run goes nowhere.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seminoles. No chance to catch him.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. That's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
The extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Here's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Looking to throw it on first down. Contact as he threw it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. And they bring him down right at the 20.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. And he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. And the wideout goes in motion. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. He slings this one deep down the left side. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line. Texas A&M getting set for their 1st and 10 now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Pass caught. Can he get in? Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
Lofting it toward the left sideline. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking to throw again. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Short completion there, 2nd down coming up. They'll give it to the running back. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play, 3rd down now. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
Comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
I tell you, this running back from Texas A&M is dangerous when he has room to work. Great speed, good job of picking up the first down. And Chris, you just think about some of the backs that they've had when they've had a chance to put that Texas A&M uniform on. Dante Hall, some people forget, was a Texas A&M running back. Devon Achane, of course, more recently. And even Even Isaiah Spiller, good tough blend of toughness and speed.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
No problem. Knocks it right through. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
This one will be fair caught. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
2nd and long, backed up at the 7-yard line. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And looking for a big play here. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They'd love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had us settled for 3 last time. He shreds the tackle. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And the PAT is good. The kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The Seminoles will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And it's complete downfield. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
1st down and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
It's 2nd down after that completion. Looking to throw yet again. Finds his target, and it's complete. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. And the Noles pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Makes the catch downfield. Stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
Well, it's been all passing all the time on this drive. This guy is 5 for 5, and now they're sitting at 1st and goal.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite him.
Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Let's it fly to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, and they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Pitch to the back. Finding space at the 20. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. Texas A&M getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, A&M. Might have to try the extra point. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Pass is incomplete. The defense effective. With pressure there.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Here's the 2nd down play. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. Oh, and he can't hang on for the little screen pass there. And that's going to bring up 3rd.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. but give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Snags the quick throw. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down. And the Seminoles bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. He's going to try to return the punt. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. This offense has been clicking so far. They get aggressive, go for more before halftime. And the defense not fooled there. They stop him for no gain.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. He'll take a deep shot. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the...
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position. The Aggies are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
The back's got it. Powering through. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage.
And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to his receiver. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job.
Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. Rifles this football to the left. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. A minute is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Noles will kick this deep to begin the second half. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first-half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Toss play to the outside. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Caught quickly. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Escapes the pocket. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone.
Green 25.
They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. They've got him behind the line. The option fools no one.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
Right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start with the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He's running out of time here. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. Backed up here, second and long from the 15. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Of course, a fastball, but it's intercepted. Not much on the return, but hey, set up the offense at the 35.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. Can he take it all the way? Now look at the return after the interception. It sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense. The football, it's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. Fighting off the defender. And they finally stop it, but a decent game that time.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Lets it go quickly. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and
intercepted in the end zone. And he's got some open field ahead. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Hit as he released it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. The offense now operating in empty.
Black 24. Black 24.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's got some space. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be.
Touchdown, Aggies. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up the coverage. Because right now, it is not working.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He's moving out of the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here, actually hit him.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Tackled after a short return at the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he takes it into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Under pressure, hit as he throws. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a... Wait for this defense.
Oh, my gosh. At this point, this offensive coordinator has to consider going to the backup. This defense is baiting him into coverage, and he continues to throw these interceptions.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Defense bunching at the line, showing blitz. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42. The Seminoles hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Here comes a handoff. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. That's reeled in. It's Price. Completion gains about 6 yards, and now it's a 4th down call. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles.
And Chris, we finally have a great play here by this offense. A nice touchdown throw.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. It looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
That's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Launches downfield. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And this one is getting ugly.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Looking for the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. And it's good for a first down at 36. And the Noles will come to the line to run the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Caught near the goal line. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State. And now here comes the point after attempt. And it's good. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On first down, it's play action. Heavy pressure hit as he throws. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, A&M. And the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. And that is incomplete, but there's a flag down. Did the receiver push off? Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Now it's second down here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. He pulls it in for a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And the Seminoles will crank up the tempo. On first and 10, looking to throw. Escapes the sack. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quick throw caught over the middle. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. The Knowles offense is on the move now.
Lion. Hornet. Dyna.
Looking to chuck it again. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Pass complete from the crosser. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. The Seminoles will line up on 1st and 10. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Pressure is coming. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for a deep completion. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Here's another interception, but we're losing track. No shot to bring him down. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down. And the Knowles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Makes the first down, but pays a price. A big hit there at the end. And the Seminoles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Oh, and he can't hold on. A 1st down screen is incomplete.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Get set.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Here's a target, and it's complete. They make the stop just short of the mark, which is getting 4th down and inches. The defense showing blitz here. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle. The Knowles line up with a 1st and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Now the try for 2.
Pound 55.
Pass not complete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Running out of time in the pocket. Runs through the defender.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Great cut there. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
And that's the 2-minute warning. And this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it right near the end zone. One down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play call? Up big, 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. They're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So out comes the field goal team one more time. This kicker has been busy today. He's made 3 already. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this, and it's a fake. Look, it's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. So it's incomplete. He caught the ball, but they ruled him out of bounds. Took a shot, but the gamble doesn't work, and that decision will be questioned and pass on the field goal try. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This has been a monumental mismatch, a beatdown for the 8. Going for a big play downfield. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Aggies. And the beatdown continues.
That That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And the point after is right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's an out route, the catch made. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Aiming for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he pulls in the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And he goes down, and that's how we will end it. So a good W here. Their season is up and running. The goal was to be 1-0, but also, Kirk, we got a chance to see what this team is capable of.